right. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wakakadash. Double honor to the apostle and great millstone, our teachers, and salutations to the icon teaching the truth of the folk on earth and true and sincerity, man. It's a quick lesson. It's basically touching on the false prophets, man. Hey, the scriptures say that many shall come in the name and deceive many. Will come in my name and deceive many, man. So it's a lot of people out here that's out here preaching false doctrine. That out here that's not telling the people exactly what they need to hear. They not warning the people, man. They not actually they not doing this, man. This Jeremiah 4 and 19. They say, my bowels, I am pain at my very heart. My heart make a noise in me, I cannot hold my peace. This a real prophet, man. This how Jeremiah feel. Because they have heard of my soul the sound of the trumpet, the alarm of war, man. Destruction upon destruction is cried, for the whole land is spoiled. Suddenly are my tents spoiled and my curtains in a moment, man. Right? How long shall I see the standard and hear the sound of the trumpet? For my people is foolish, they have not known me, they are Sardis children, and they have no understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge, man. And that's the type of people that we dealing with, man. Here are the prophets out here rising early, because the Lord said he's going to send you real prophets that's according to his heart. Actually, this Jeremiah 3:15, and I will give you pastors according to my heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding. So the Lord said he's going to send you real prophets. But it's a flip side of that coin. It's the false prophets out here, man, that's going to deceive many, man. And you don't want to be caught up with them false prophets, because this was going to happen to them prophets. This Jeremiah 23:1. Woe be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pastures, said the Lord. Therefore this said the Lord Yahweh of Israel against the pastors that feed my people, yet have scattered my flock and driven them away, and have not visited them, because I will visit upon you the evil of your doing, said the Lord. So the Lord got a hit out for all these false prophets, man. That's scattering his sheep. Here we gathering the sheep of Yahweh Bashan Shai, and they pushing them away. They feeding them lies, man. That's why it's important to go out week in, week out, do videos on YouTube, man, warning the people, so that these people won't have an excuse. So that day of judgment come, they can't say they wasn't told, man. With all the information, with all the prophecies that popping off, people know and understand that it's something bad is happening. That that the world is a messed up place, but they accept it. It's because of these false leaders, man, that we have in the office, or just on every Sunday, weekend pastors in the church that sending the offering around just to get money, man. Verse 3, and I will gather the remnant of my flock out of all countries, whether I have driven them, and will bring them again into the fold, and they shall be fruitful and increase. And I will set up shepherds over them. So the Lord is going to set up the real teachers over the false prophets, man, to feed them, the ones that want to hear. Which shall feed them, and they shall fear no more, or nor be dismayed, neither shall there be lacking, saith the Lord, man. And that's what the Lord is going to do for all these false prophets that basically lied to the people. You have a great judgment, condemnation, man, for doing these things, man. That's nothing to play with. This Isaiah 30 verse 9. This is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of the Lord. And that's what we dealing with. Hard-headed niggas, man. But guess what? The ones that want to get right can get saved. The one that's not is going to what? Go into the false prophets, verse 10. Which see the seers, see not, and to the prophets prophesy not into us right things. And that's what these fake T.D. Jakes, Al Sharpton, Nate the Snake, all them false camps out here, man. IOIC, or whatever the fuck you call that, man. Hey, ICUPK, all those things, man. All them false prophets, they teach that Israel, that we are a little bit of our doctrine, but that you have to teach the 100%, man, of Yahweh Bashem Awashai. It say, prophesy not unto us right things, speaking to us smooth things, prophesy deceit. And that's what these people do. Because it's all about the money with them. And Great Millstone, starting with the Apostle and Great Millstone, man, GMS, hey, we don't, if freely you give, freely you shall receive, man. And that's what we stand by, the standards of the Lord, man. Now, back then, they did take care of the priests. They did, man. They gave offerings. But we, man, this is a stable camp, man. No quote, no, none of that quote. And you don't even know the real word of that, man. But let's get back to the scriptures, man. They say, go ye out of the way, turn aside of the path, cause the Holy One of Israel to cease from before us. Right? Therefore, this said the Holy One of Israel, because you despise this word and trust in oppression and perverseness and stay thereon, man. And that's what these people do. They trust in these false pastors, man. Farrakhan, man. These people were set up to what? Mislead the people, man. Musa Muhammad, all these people, man. Which a lot of these people don't even know where those things come back to. Go back to the Roman Catholic Church. But these people don't do no studies. They don't know history. And on top of that, they don't know Yahweh Bashem Awashai, man. So, verse 13. Therefore their iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out in a high wall, where who break it comes suddenly at its instant, man. And that's what it's going to be. The destruction that is going to come quick. Because all the blood that's on your hands, man. And you think this is something to play with? These people really think the Lord is playing? You're going to see how serious the Lord can get, man, pretty soon. This Micah 5. It's Micah 3:1. It say, and I say, here I pray you, O heirs of Jacob, and you prince of the house of Israel, is that not for you to know judgment? Because that's what it is. If you claim to be a priest or a true ruler or a leader, you know how to. You're supposed to know how to rule and understand judgment, man. Understand that these things is nothing to play with, because you got people lies in your hand, right? Verse 2: who hate the good and love the evil, who pluck off the skins from off them and their flesh from off their bones, man. And that's what these prophets do. These false prophets, man. Because here, when you read Ezekiel, I believe 37, they already dry bones. It say him that one the way of understanding shall mean be in the congregation of the dead. In Proverbs, they already spiritual dead, and you beating them down even more. When we trying to put that clothing, that skin back on, you taking it right back off of them, man. Verse 3, who also eat the flesh of the people and fled their skin off from them, and they break their bones and chop them in pieces as for the pot and as flesh went in the contract, man. And that's what they do. They tell them that it's going to be all right. They promote peace when it's not going to be peace. It's about to be war. We live in a time of war. Bad times, man. And pretty soon, these people are going to have to answer to their atrocities, man. You don't want to be on the other side of the coin, man. This Isaiah 29:9. Stay yourself and wonder, cry ye out and cry. They are drunken, but not with wine. They stagger, but not with strong drink. And that's what a lot of these people stagger with, because wine is going into doctrine, man. Of course, wine is literally, you do stagger, but let's keep going. I'm finna prove it. For the Lord hath poured out upon them the spirit of deep sleep, and hath closed your eyes. The prophets and your rulers, the seers, have been covered, man. So he's covering these people, because guess what? That Zechariah 13:9 had to be fulfilled. 2/3 of Israel have to be destroyed, man. Because they rebellious. They don't want to hear the law of the Lord. The Lord said all you have to do is just return and seek me. And I will then give you the kingdom. But they don't want the kingdom. They want this madness, man. They want to stay here in America. That's it. Get this last scripture, and I'm going to close it out. This is Ezekiel 13. And verse 1. And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, prophesy against the prophets of Israel that prophesy, and say that thou unto them that prophesy out their own hearts. Because guess what? Going into your own hearts is leaning to your own understanding. We have to go by strictly guideline, and that's by Yahweh B'Shem Avashai. Hear ye the words of the Lord. This said the Lord of Yahweh. Woe unto the foolish pastors that follow their own spirit and have seen nothing. O Israel, that prophets is like the fox in the desert. You have not gone up into the gaps, neither made up the heads for the house of Israel to stand in the battle of the day of the Lord, man. Because guess what? That day of the Lord is approaching. Jacob trouble, armor of the war Armageddon is approaching, man. And they have not filled them gaps, man. They tell the people that it's going to be all right, which is not. Chaos is about to happen, man. And if you keep following these false prophets, man, that's out here, and you're going to go down with them, man. It's plain and simple. Either follow the truth, the 100% truth, or get destroyed, man. You pick. So with that, I hope I made the point. I hope this lesson was edified. We're going to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostle and great millstone, our teachers, and salutations to the Akim, teaching the truth of the folk on the earth and showing the city, man. Until next time, Shalom.